So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And today's video is about the ship, the accommodation of the ship. So accommodation for the ship, accommodation is where people of all the ship staff they stay, and all our basic needs like the hospital, the cabins, the mess hall, the navigation part, everything is inside the accommodation. So today's video is about the accommodation of the ship. And we are right now at Abu Dhabi. We have just left Jebel Ali a few hours ago. Within a couple of hours, we had a new port. We came to Abu Dhabi. And so right now we're in Abu Dhabi. And I decided to take this time. It's my duty off. So I decided to take this time to make this video about the accommodation of the ship. So let's start from the A deck. The A deck is basically the bottom deck of the accommodation. Each ship may have their own namings. So here it's named as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G deck, and above that is a navigation bridge. That's what we call it. So let's head down to the A deck and let's climb on top. So we are in the elevator now and I'm just going down. I stay at the E deck. So we're just going down and I will show you this chart over here. One second. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the entire layout. Each deck is mentioned with what it is. And at A deck you can see we got many things over here: tally office, fire control station, deck store, common toilet, garbage, elevator, Suez crew, ship laundry, drying, deck store, bonded store, everything. Loads of things on the A deck. Then we got the B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we got the navigation deck. So let's start from here. Let's go. So I'm on the A deck, guys. I'm just outside the A deck. So this thing, entire thing is A deck. And there you can see the cargo is stopped over here. We are in Abu Dhabi, as I said before. And this is the A deck. This is the outside of the A deck, which is also called as the embarkation deck. Why so? Because as you can see, our lifeboat. So once it is lowered, it comes down to this deck over here, and then you can embark from there. This is the embarkation ladder. That's our lifeboat, and this thing is called the embarkation deck. And below this, then we have access to the gangway, to the main deck. Like you've seen in the earlier videos, that was the main deck. So right now I'm going to cover this A deck over here, and in the later videos I will show you what goes down. There is another deck even below the main deck, so I will show you that when I'll do the engine room side part of the video. So for right now, let's focus on the accommodation and moving forward. So I've just entered. So this is the entrance for the accommodation. So I've just entered into this, and over here also we've got many rooms over here. So basically, as you can see, there's a locker behind me. This is a locker. This is where the air conditioning system of the ship is. So it's unlocked. Let's go inside. Yeah, once again. Okay, it's a bit dark over here. Let me see if I got the lights. Okay, so I won't fidget with anything because it's kind of dark over here and I don't want to touch any switch that is not of my business. So okay, this is the air conditioning unit over here, and let's just head out of this. This comes in the engineer's part, so if anything goes wrong, the engineers won't like it. Okay, so this is the Suez room. So basically, when we go to the Suez Canal, there are people that come on board and will stay with us through the entire transit of Suez. So right now that room is still under maintenance. We've got some more work going on over there. This is my store. This is the bonded store, the bond locker as we call it. And since it's my store, I can give you a sneak peek into it. So let me just take my key out and let's enter the bond store. I'll just keep the lock over here. Okay, so we are now inside the bond store. It's just 2 months this ship is on a voyage, so I've not ordered much things over here. But as you can see, there are a couple of chips, the Vito packets over here. There's a couple of cashew nuts. This is what I like. So this is honey butter cashew nuts. This is good, super good. And then we've got a couple of Pringles over here, about 24, 26 of them. And then every ship has to have cigarettes, so loads of that. We have to order them because people on board, and then we've got the customs, the authorities. So cigarettes are like a trading currency for the ship, believe me. And then we've got a couple of Coke cans over here. So these are Coke, they can be used for party, for anything else, etc. And then our little toys also over here. So what happened was, there was a bit doubt about whether this is allowed or no. So the captain sir suggested that keep it in the bond store and we will declare that to the customs. So no, there shouldn't be any issues with anything. So that's why it's lying over there. And as and when I get time, I will fly it. And when we are out in the open oceans, that's when I'll take it in the air. So for now, I'm just locking the bond store over here. Super important. If this is left open and if I find it empty next day, I will be. So moving on, this is the ship laundry over here. There are two more on the other decks. So this one is locked. I will show you the other ones over there. And then we've got a couple of common toilets over here. So this is the changing room. So everybody's PPE is over here. This is mine, fourth officer. So it's kind of messed up. But yeah, all my stuff is over here. My safety shoes, helmet. So everything is over here. So this is my locker. And heading out. This is for the engineers. So the engineers changing locker. Okay, so this is our SOPEP locker. SOPEP is Shipboard Oil Pollution Emergency Plan. Anytime there's an oil pollution on board, we head to this locker. So yeah, I know the lights over here at least. Okay. So this over here is our SOPEP locker. We've got sawdust, oil booms, safety gear. This is dedicated only for SOPEP. Okay, so we've got these SOPEP drums over here and many other stuff. This is an oil dispersant, OSD. Basically, if you put it on the oil, it will just like magic make it disappear, make the oily nature of the oil disappear. So yeah, that's with the SOPEP locker. And I'll just switch off the light. Okay, so moving forward, we've got a cable duct over here. Cable duct is nothing, it's just set of cables and everything that is passing straight through all the decks. And moving forward now, what we have is a fire control station. So in any case there is fire on board, we are protected. The accommodation is protected by fireman outfits for the firefighters, and then we've got these CO2 bottles. We can release CO2. Like this is the control valve box for the cargo hold. So if there's a fire in a cargo hold, we can use this, release the cylinders. The cylinders, the CO2 cylinders are in the aft at the end, extreme most part of the ship. So I will show you that also down. It's a big room with full of CO2 cylinders. So that's where this thing will send a instruction to those bottles, and basically it's all pressure. So it just goes to the bottles, then that bottles will be lifted up, and then pressure from that bottles will come and go into the cargo hold. So that's how it works. And so this is for like a supply for the cargo hold, engine room, then for all the rooms on the ship. Since this is an LNG ship, we've got a different thing that is FGSS room, and we've got dry powder system over here. Not getting much into detail about that. And yeah, so these are all related to firefighting. All these equipments are firefighting. We've got our alarm panel, firefighting, and then we've got the emergency stops over here. We've got the fireman outfits behind me. The chemical suits also are behind me. Then we've got EEBDs over here. EEBD stands for Emergency Escape Breathing Device. That's not used for firefighting. Okay, so don't confuse it with that. And a CO2 cylinder, common. So yeah, this all with the fire control station over here. And let's move ahead. Okay, so this door right now is locked, and because we are at port, so there should be only one door of the accommodation always open. The rest, everything else on the ship, will stay locked. This is according to ISPS. Okay, so I'm not getting much into detail about ISPS either. So this door is going to stay locked. On the other side of this door, we've got a couple of stores, a tech store, and then we've got the chemical store and some more stores for the safety equipment. Okay, so that's all with the A deck over here, and let's move up to the B deck. So the B deck has mess hall, cable duct, hospital, galley, duty mess, common room, smoking room, everything. So B deck is good, and I'll just take the stairs to go on top to the B deck. So this is our B deck. Oh yeah. This entire thing is the B deck, and stairway, elevators that side, cable duct, as you know. CGL is again the thing where, okay, so this is locked. Hospital. So this is our ship's hospital. Okay, so this is the hospital of our ship. Beautiful place, huh? We've got a lot of designs over here, and I like the ship for that. Anywhere in the ship you will find a lot of posters, a lot of designs. It just makes your mood happy. So you've got a couple of beds over here in the hospital. This is the entire hospital. As you can see, there's an oxygen cylinder over there. This is where the medicines are kept, and I'm not going to touch anything of that. And the only place right now where the ship has a bathtub is the hospital. So yeah, that's the only place where you have a bathtub, and the in charge of this is the second officer. So he has all the amenities to use the bathtub whenever he wants. Whenever he feels like having a shower, he can just take a dip in the bathtub. Yeah. So yeah, this is the hospital of the ship, and let's move to the mess hall. So we are out of the hospital now, and moving to the mess hall. So this place is the most beautiful place on the ship, and this is particularly my favorite places because you just see how amazing this place looks. It looks like a good fancy restaurant, and I like it. Like I told you, there are posters over here. It's just designed well. Like, people have put in efforts and designed this place. So that's what I like about this. And I'm just taking an entire round of this place so you get to see what it is. Got a couple of juices, fruits over here. Got ice cream in there. So once I finish my vlog, I'm going to have that. And yeah. So sauce bottles, couple of pickles. These are all pickles, sauce bottles, and got olives, table salt, jams. There are jams of all different kinds on the ship. So this is what, orange jam, and on my table there's a raspberry one. This is a strawberry jam, and yeah. So this is where I sit. This is my place for dining over here. Each one is assigned a place so they can come and have their food over here. Okay, so my jam is missing and someone has put it over here. So this is my jam, the raspberry jam. I like this particularly. Orange jam. Okay, this is something new. Got pineapple jam. Wow. I will try this out in the morning. And yeah, favorite of all time, Nutella, of course, with some peanut butter. So my morning breakfast is usually cornflakes. I add some Nutella to it, some milk, some toast, and some scrambled eggs. So usually breakfast is like my preferred meal of the day. I like to keep my breakfast heavy, and lunch and dinner I like to keep it light. So now I've come to this part. Here is where our food is served. Right now it's about 8:30 in the evening, so dinner's over. The dinner time on the ship is 6 to 7 in the evening. Pretty early, I know. So yeah, dinner's over. This whole thing is closed. Otherwise, each one of them is loaded with good food. The chief cook here is super good, let me tell you that. Right now, it's just there's just some sweet left over here. Okay, so yeah, this is where we make our coffee. We've got coffee, tea, some milk creamer over here, sugar. We've got this thing over here which gives out hot water. Perfect for coffee. You just take coffee, you add hot water to that, you add some sugar to it, and perfect coffee. Then over here what we have, one of my favorite things about this place is over here. This thing will continuously keep making ice for you. Perfect for summers and perfect for the time we are in, because most of our ports are like Abu Dhabi, Jebel Ali, all the Gulf ports are over here. So we are doing most of the Gulf ports, and now that you have seen the mess, let me take you to where the magic is done. So this place is where Chief Cook does all his cooking and all his magic over here. So this is the place, and like I've told you, it's 8:30 in the evening, so he's not over here, he's in his cabin. He's taken the off for the day, that's all. And he's made some amazing food. Like ever since, it's almost 2 months over here, and not once he felt like the food was bad. So hats off to him. And yeah, this is the place where the food is prepared. This is the galley, it's called the galley. And this is where my favorite dish is prepared, the pizza. I don't know, I'm just fond of pizzas. Like, I just love them. Pizzas all the time. This is another oven for all your cakes and other baked stuff. Okay, so this over here is all the cold cuts and everything. Like, basically there's another room on top where major of the provisions, everything is kept. So this is where he gets his provisions for the day. So this is the fridge for that. And so there's also a way from the galley where I can go on top for the sea deck. So the sea deck, we can go from here, but I will go outside, and I will show you on the other hand what all rooms are situated. So yeah, that's all for the galley. This is the entire look of the galley, and it's beautiful. A lot of equipments to work on. And let's head to the other room over there. So our next room is this. This is the entertainment lounge over here. I again like this place because it's so perfectly it's made. Like, everything is made with good details. Like, attention to detail over here is very good. And this is the duty mess. So when we are in our boiler suits and all, we use this table to eat. Then for other entertainment purposes, that's ahead. Okay, so this is a place where you can put your laptops and work, but nobody usually does that because we've got the ship office, the bridge on top, not the bridge exactly, the ship office. So that's where most of the laptop work is done. So this place is usually idle. Otherwise, people come over here to connect the LAN and download their stuff and things like that. And over here we are planning to put a dart table, a dart board actually. Yeah, so we're planning to put a dart board over here. And this is the entire view of the remaining entertainment lounge that we have on board. So outside, as you can see, the containers are getting loaded. And TV, music system. We are going to order a PlayStation soon. So yeah, that's about it. This is one of the most relaxing places on the ship. In the tea time also, we come over here, we sit, chill. It's a good time. It's a good time spent over here. And I like how this place is well spreaded, good, spacious, and a lot of details, like a lot of attention to detail is given over here. Good sofas, chair placements, everything here is perfect. I just like this, and even the lighting and all over here, as you can see, these are all good ones. Like, so these are like the ambient lights, pretty subtle, perfect to work over here. Like, I have also sat over here and I've worked and never felt tired because it's spacious, it's open, We've got good air conditioning going on over here. It's just a perfect place to work. So I'll just put this back off and let's head to our next room. So this one is the last and the final room on this deck, and this is the smoking room.